Hey, PB here. Winter time. I'm just going to show you real quick. As you can see, generally this is what my area looks like I'm living in right now, covered in about a foot of snow or so. But I just figured I was going to do to fill in some of the time between now and the major part of the relic hunting that I do in the spring, summer and fall. I'll do what's known as like a history snippet. And that being said, the first one I'm going to do is actually right here. As we walk over here through the ice encrusted snow. And I'm assuming you can see that, hopefully you can. It's in honor of James Bridger, 1804 to 1881. It says, early western fur trader, frontiersman, scout and guide, to settle a wager amongst the trappers who were making their first winter rendezvous in Cache Valley. Cache Valley is over the Wellsville Mountains right there. Bridger floated alone in a bull boat down the Bear River to its outlet to determine the river's course in the late autumn or early winter of 1824, thus making the original discovery of the Great Salt Lake. But believing he had discovered a salty arm of the Pacific Ocean, he halted at such viewpoints as this en route to reconnoiter. Anyway, so the Bear River here actually flows around here underneath this embankment that I'm standing on, and then you can just make it out over there. In fact, let me move over here. You can get a bit better view of that. You can see the river down there. Excuse me while okay. Alright, you can just make out the river down here too. So this is the Bear River, and Jim Bridger in 1824 floated down here to see where the river went, I guess. So this is the Wellsville Mountains. The rendezvous was over in Cache Valley, like I said, on the other side of these those mountains there. Another interesting history snippet though for this area. I'm going to zoom in. You can see a sandy colored building over there, and what that was in the early 20th century. They were actually considering putting a sugar factory here. It ended up actually going up into Garland, which is way up this way, Garland, Utah. So they actually built a building for the workers and also a chow hall for the workers that were going to build the sugar factory, but it never materialized. Something to do with water rights, plus they realized that there wasn't enough land in this area to grow all the sugar beet that they needed for the sugar. So anyway, but there was an old rail spur that came to the top of this embankment over there, because this is a lot lower, these fields. And what they used to do in the early 20th century was they'd come down here to the river, cut ice out of the river, and then they'd take it by horse and cart up to the train spur. The train spur would take it back into Honeyville, which is at the base of the mountains over there, and then they'd cut it up into cubes, and they'd use it to keep produce fresh. Well, they transferred it all the way out to Grouse Creek, which is way that way, way over those mountains and beyond, about 60, oh no, more than that, probably 80 miles away. So anyway, so there's your little history snippet for today. I'll drive around and find these historical markers in my local area, and when I'm outside the area, if I see a historical marker, I'll stop and fill you in. So anyway, 1824, Jim Bridger came down here in a bull boat, and I'll add a photograph of what a bull boat looked like at the end of this snippet, so you can have a good idea. It was made out of buffalo skin that was stretched around a circular framework. But I'll add a photograph to show you, and I hope you guys enjoy this, guys and girls. Let me know, comments, I'd appreciate it. Let me know if I should continue these. And to all you out there, I hope you're getting some good research done in the wintertime, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.